Hey, can y'all hear me okay now? I hope everybody can hear me. I was trying to speak without my picture up there, but let's see. Maybe I can do it this way. This way. I don't know. Okay, good. I'm glad y'all can hear me. Um, I would really like my picture not to be there. Let me see. If I remove myself from the stage, you're not going to be able to hear me. Let me try something. No, it's not going to work. Okay. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. Before we get started today, I wanted to say Happy Veterans Day to all of those who have served in the military in one capacity or another. It doesn't matter. Your service means everything to us. We are grateful for each and every one of you, and we will forever, ever be in debt for your services. I want to share with you real quick. Let me get down to it here. I wanted to share with you guys my veteran. Let me see if I can get to it. Of course, it's never easy to do anything. This is my son who served 6 years. Went to Iraq. This picture was when he was in Africa. He was deployed for a year. He was in Iraq as well. This is him sitting in Saddam Hussein's chair. And the picture he was so proud to send me while they were in Africa as well. And this is my favorite veteran today, my handsome son. But thank you to everyone that hears this, whether it's right now, whether it was someone that's going to listen on replay. Just know that your service is so, so much appreciated. I will, TJ. Thank you. And thank you to our James, who has served 22 years. We thank you so much. Okay, guys. So, with that being said, I'll turn my camera on now. Hello. Thank y'all all for being here. Happy Veterans Day, James. And hello, Miss Millie and Melissa. Thank you for being here. It's always appreciated to have James in here. Hey, TJ. Thanks for being here. Let's see. There's our Charisse. Thank you, sweet girl, for being here. Miss Kathy, we appreciate you as well. Hey, Mimi Jean. Good to see you. I hope everybody's doing well. Oh, thank y'all. Thank you, Mimi Jean. I appreciate it. I'm very proud of him. He's a mama's boy. Well, put it this way. He was a mama's boy until he went to Iraq. He came back and my little baby boy was gone. I had a man who was in a whole different frame of mind. But anyways, I am feeling better. I was doing well yesterday. I was doing okay. My back was killing me, but I mean, it wouldn't have stopped me from doing a live. But y'all, I laid down at 5. It was about 5:30. I had everything set up, ready to go. I laid down. Um, it's 5 since the ninth. Oh, I haven't seen that, James. We will definitely need to look into that. Okay. All right. Um, but I did lay down. It's not coming through for Rhonda in chat. Rhonda, if you can hear us, um, maybe exit out and try to come back in, maybe. I don't know. StreamYard and YouTube have been doing some really weird things, but I have it set for all. I didn't even set it for subscribers only. So everybody should be able to chat. There you are. Yay, Rhonda. Good to have you. Yay. Thanks for being here, Rhonda. But yesterday I laid back just to stretch out my back because it was bothering me. And y'all, I woke up, it was almost 8 o'clock. On Saturday, we had a really great time. Um, then I got there at 7 o'clock Saturday morning, getting all the cars registered in, selling the raffle tickets and tickets for the concert that night. We had to do the different categories for the cars, all the vendors there, everything. I got home about a little after 12:30 a.m. So it was a very, very, very long day. Got up and went to church yesterday and came home, piddled around. But when I lay back and was laying there for my back and just not doing anything, being still, I fell asleep. I was tired, I guess. So I do apologize for not being here yesterday. But we are going to do Summer Sunday on Monday. So, anyways, but I thank you all for being here. Hello, Miss Daisy May. How are you? Thanks for being here. I guess I needed the rest, Millie. I tell you, and I was asleep last night too, man. I was tired. That was a long day, but we raised some good money for the concert. We had several people that were businesses that were not going to be able to be there for the concert, but they bought 2 tables for veterans to sit at. And the sponsored tables had, free buckets of beer. They had free raffle tickets and everything. So we got to give those to the veterans, and they were so appreciative of that. And it was just a really good time. I really enjoyed it, and I'll be doing some more things to help them out there. It was really fun. But I am, like I said, so sorry for not being here yesterday. But okay, so Summer Sunday on a Monday, we have talked about summer for a very long time. There's nothing new. We did hear about the girl on TikTok who had concerns, and kudos to her because, if there's any slight possibility of anything, yeah, report it, put it out there, let us see, because you might be doubtful on it or something. Somebody might see something else differently, and the possibilities are there. It could have been her. Um, there's a lot of people that say they feel like it was not her. But no matter what, the way that little girl looked into that camera, we all saw it. I really feel like she was saying, "Hey, somebody find me." And so, whether it was Summer or not, she did a very great job with what she did, reporting it and everything. So, hopefully, they will be able to find that baby and get that taken care of and find out where she belongs. Um, Daisy, there was the pictures that was put out. Let me see. I will show it to you here. Show everybody again. I believe the top picture was, yeah, the top picture is the top 3 pictures are Summer. The 3 pictures on the bottom is the other little girl. Now, if you look at the middle pictures, that's where I see similarities where it would make you wonder. And we do not know for sure, but that is close enough that I'm glad she did something. So there we go. With that being said, I heard something that was very disturbing, and I just wanted to just kind of get y'all's opinion on it and just see. Yes, Charisse, the little girl is in need. You could just see it. Um, she knew that camera. She that camera. She wasn't on that camera looking at it, going making faces or anything like that, being funny and silly. She was serious. You could tell. She was there saying, "Somebody see me," basically. That's the feeling I got from that. But now, hi, R. Taylor. Thanks for being here. It was put out on TikTok, Miss Daisy May. The girl was with a woman, and they were they had been seen out on the curb, sitting on the road, side of the road, and they didn't have a place to go. This girl that did the video on TikTok, her neighbor took them in. She put them in a hotel for 2 nights. Then she took them into her house. The mother said the little girl had no birth certificate, no social security card or anything. She was not in school. And so it really kind of set off some alarm bells to the girl that was next door. And she knew the story about Summer. And so she started putting it out there. She started checking into it. And when the boyfriend came, they found out he had like 60 warrants out and stuff. So they were told they needed to leave. And the girl definitely called police locally and where they said they would be going to. And so it's being checked into. But there were some similarities to the picture. Yeah. Who doesn't have a social security card? And you saw my baby boy. He's old. He's up in his 30s. And when he was born, he got a social security card assigned to him in the hospital before we left. Daisy May, I don't remember, widow lady or something like that. I don't remember what her name was, but it was um widow lady, I think it was. A widow girl, something along that lines. But I'm sure you could search for it. Yes, Millie, it does resemble her, but I'm not sure it's her. So I don't know. But as much as we're guessing at it and even saying, oh, it does kind of look like her, yes, that lady is getting a lot of hate. She is. Yeah, Cherise, see, even her baby's being born at home. She had to get a Social Security card within a year's time or whatever. But yeah. Hey, Wanda. Thanks for being here. Thanks for coming in with us. Oh, the woman's TikTok is private. Okay. It's private now. I'm telling you, just like anything, she got attacked. And it's not cool because she did not say what state they were in, Daisy May. She was trying to keep that private. But she did say local law enforcement and the TBI knew, or FBI knew. And R. Taylor, thank you so much. Our R. Taylor is so sweet, guys. If you got a membership that was gifted by R. Taylor, please tell them thank you. Thank you for that. You are precious. Possibly Mimi. She very possibly is. I don't know. I just, with everything that we saw that came out recently, the possibility, and at this point, anything's possible because we don't know anything different. She could be anywhere. And when I heard, hey, K Mac, thanks for coming in with us. Hey, Brown Eyed Girl, love you bunch. Thanks for being here. But guys, when I heard this video we're about to play, it just broke my heart. And I've already said before, I honestly believe her father knows a lot more about her disappearance than he has told us. And I honestly believe now that's 100%. R. Taylor, did you give more? Oh my goodness. Hey, Brianna's World. My goodness, y'all, make sure to thank R. Taylor. We love it. Okay, we're going to have to play a little happy dance. Let my Astros get all happy for us. Let's go down here.
Breaking with the bomb, and here's the introduction to the gritty.
I'll fix us another one pretty soon, but I love that one. Anyways, thank you, R. Taylor. You are amazing. Um, okay, so hey Lisa. How are you? Hope you're well. Thanks for being here. So we're gonna listen to a phone call that Whiteboy made to Don Wells, asking him if he saw it, if there was any reaction from him, and what his thoughts were as to whether this little girl is Summer or not. Hey, little, thank you for being here with us. Welcome, welcome. So, we're going to play this and we are going to listen to Don Wells, his own words, whether he thinks this little girl is Summer or not. And I think you're all going to be surprised if you haven't already heard it. And shout out to Whistle Down. The link is in my description. He Whistle Down is the one that put out this video, and I'm going to play it here. So Here we go.
So I spoke. Have you been watching the live before I called you?
No, actually, I just got out of the shower and stuff like that because I've been working on that motor all weekend.
Video that I sent you guys earlier. There's a lady. She's a pretty lady, and she claims that she saw Summer. Did you see the video?
No, but we've been through this so many times before. Like when we was up there in Hollywood and stuff like that. The same thing happened.
You should watch it though. You should watch it. It's important that you watch it.
Yeah. We've seen some of it, but we don't think that's Summer. Of course, she's too. Summer would be like a lot bigger than that. Summer was already getting big, before she was even at 5 years old. She was pretty big.
There were some comments that say like, this woman in this video who claims this, the girl in the video favors the boys.
A lot of kids, at that age look alike until they get older,
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it looks like her. I think this.
No. We don't think that's Summer at all. No. You know as well as I do. Because me and you've been kind of down some of the same roads and stuff. When you get in a sticky situation, it's best to call 911 yourself. Or if you think something's going on, some kind of foul play or whatever. I'm gonna call the police first, before anything. Personally, it's law. We're bound by laws. If we don't turn in certain things, we can be charged with something.
Have TBI? Has anybody contacted you about this?
Some videos and stuff like that, but like I said, I've been working on that motor all weekend. Finally got it together and stuff, so I can go to work. Oh gosh, it's been one hell of a couple weeks for me. But yeah, what I think is going on with all these kids missing in our country. And who would suspect? Nobody would suspect. Everybody suspects everybody.
She says no.
But, and I did too at first, but now I think totally different. Look at it like this. This is what, okay, since Biden took office, okay, I've lost all 4 of my kids. And I'm not saying that I didn't come unhinged. I'm not saying that I'm perfect or anything like that. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying since the Biden administration, we've lost all 4 of our kids.
I really want to slap the fuck out of one of these YouTubers sometimes when these videos about you guys.
Every day, bro.
So
Trigger
it's
warning,
tough, man, and it comes to a point where like I think some of my supporters understand that I probably would do that one day, allegedly, hypothetically, for education purposes. But I think that
Here's the kicker, bro. Here's the kicker. They got whoever them people were. They got gone. They got whoever them people were. They got gone because they were tipped off, and the people were, like probably YouTube or whatever, and they disappeared. So even if it was Summer, they're gone. That's the kicker right there. They're gone because they got, they should have called the law, not fuck around on YouTube or whatever. Them people disappeared. And why did they disappear? Something must not be right.
Parents and
you know how I feel, bro. And I think this goes way further than anybody suspects. And I think that child trafficking is going up big time, and I think DCS, and our government, they're selling America, man. They're selling us out, and they're selling our kids and everything else. These people ain't stupid. They're doing the wrong thing though, man. They're in deep sin. All I know is they're making money hand over fist. They get the tax credits, the tax write-offs. They're getting paid all the way around. I mean, there's big money in children. It's crazy what happened to us. All the circumstances, all the chaos. And like I said before, I mean, I've made mistakes. I was so. Me and Candace both were in so much trauma and stuff that we literally did lose our minds. And and in my mind, that's how they played it out all the way around. It's crazy, but the truth speaks for itself. I don't know. Gosh. A lot of crazy stuff happened surrounding Summer's disappearance and the way everything that they done. I mean, I want to speak up more, and I want to say a lot of stuff, but right now we're being threatened still by DCS. Keep us quiet, but I don't want to be quiet. But
I understand. It's got to be.
Over a barrel.
Well, let me ask you a question. How does that affect your mental on a day by day, like when you want to talk about something? But
well, honestly, I cannot personally, on a personal level, deal with anything. But we have a God, we all have this great God that we can depend on, and that's what keeps me sane right there. And that's it. Other than that, I've tried handling all this on my own. Everything else, I can't do it. It's obvious. But God is in control of all things, and that's who we got to trust, and that's what we're trying to do to the best of our ability. I can't deal with stuff, bro,
Yeah. All right, man. I don't want to get you hemmed up or have you talk too much or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Very much, and God bless so much to everybody. Our country's under attack. They're trying to take our country over. We all need to stick together. It's going to happen sooner or later. We're going to lose our country. But I'm hoping we have I don't know. Only God knows me.
Well, listen, I know you should probably watch that video just because the person, I did talk to Candace. Candace said she's seen it. Candace said it looks nothing like Summer.
No, it's not so much.
Yeah, so you've seen it. Listen, it doesn't mean it is what it is, but I do want to say this before we hang up. If you're to watch it and you think that it doesn't look like Summer, that's fine. And for anybody who's watching this, whether you clip this, whether you hate Don and Candace with all your little heart, that's fine. But the
thing of it is, we don't know who this little girl is.
Right.
And then people just disappear.
The little girl needs help. At the end of the day, I don't know this lady. I don't know what she's got going on. Right. And there's a child in danger. I still don't understand if the police have been called. I'm sure by the TikTok video she uploaded, even though she didn't say she called the law, and everything, and every other video coming behind it, including mine and anything behind mine, the law will be called. She said she called CPS and this and that. Why do you initially just call the law? That's what you do when a child's in danger. It's crazy, but I know that Candace said she watched the video and she said it looks nothing like Summer. The thing is, and we want to say this because people who disagree with you guys or whatever, or even myself, it's silly for y'all to be like, if they don't think that that looks like summer, and because I'm cool with them, and I don't think it looks like summer, you can't say that I don't want summer to be found because I agree it doesn't look like summer. You can't do that. It's my opinion, as it's yours to feel that way. It's very weird. And to be honest, man, you know what I'm saying? Don and Candace have been burned so much on this platform. There's really no too much channels that come on and even chop it up with. But the more stupidity I get in comments in regards to Summer's case or anything like this, the less I call them if you haven't noticed. And at some point, I won't even call them on a live like this. I don't need the views. You see my wife's in bed. I could be right there with her. So like for the idiots, y'all shoot yourself in the foot at the end of the day. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
For real. But all right, man. Hey, Bobby, get on the bed, man. Speaking of bed, what time is it? It's 9:13, man. I've been killing it, man. You already know. But I just wanted to, y'all stay blessed, man, and hopefully one day, man, you get the call where it really is summer. And
I hope and pray, bro.
I do too.
Awesome.
I do too.
But God bless y'all, man. We love y'all.
We love you too, man. You stay safe. All right,
bro. See you guys.
All right.
Bye.
Wow. First of all, not crazy. Anna D, Miss Rita, YouTuber, Pixie Dust, thank y'all for coming in. If there was anybody else I missed, thank you for being here. Or Taylor, thank you for that. And yes, we do thank James for his service. We are proud to have him. And if it wasn't for those serving, we would not be. Oh, hold on. Ah, look at Brown Eyed Girl. Thank you. 5 gifted memberships. Y'all make sure you thank her. Oh, that's so wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. And thank y'all for helping me grow my channel. I was content with like 500 subscribers. I was just tickled pink. And the more we talk about these things, the more I want it out. And the more I want people to hear what we're saying. And that means, the channel needs to grow. And because of you guys, we've been able to grow this channel. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's do another little happy dance. Let me stop this music. Oh, little Miss is home. She went there.
And here's the introduction to the gritty.
Thank you. Thank you. But yes, thank you all so much. So, yeah, they watched a little bit of it. But, because Biden, they've lost all 4 of their kids. And he's more concerned about losing our country than finding his child. And guys, I really don't want to sit here and criticize parents, but it's their words. Their words. There we go. I thought I turned it off. But it's their words they're saying. It's just, It's crazy. It's crazy. So, I wanted everybody to hear that because I barely caught it. I just happened to see it one day. And I was like, no. Oh, thank you, YouTuber. Thank you. I try. I try really hard to stay out of the drama, out of all the crap. Melissa, I agree with you. When it comes to Dawn, I'm pretty sure he knows where his daughter is. For sure. And two things make that very deep for me. Number one is when Dawn's talking on, I think, oh, I can't remember whose live it was, but he was talking on a live and he said that when the law enforcement came to him and said, "You sold your daughter for drugs," his words, he freaked out. He thought, "Oh my God, what have I done?" And to prove that he didn't do that, he goes to Knoxville and spends $2,000 to prove a point that he didn't need to sell his daughter for money or for drugs. And the second thing that totally stands out to me is when he's talking on Cher's panel and he says Summer's hair has grown out. It's almost as long as her mother's hair now. The way he says and describes how grown Summer is that you probably wouldn't recognize her. He's seen her. He's seen her. That wasn't a misuse of words. He was very adamant when he said those words. How would he know if he didn't know where she was, what she looks like now? And with those things, it has stood out to me 100%. He knew where she was headed to. He knew where she was being taken and the reason why. And that's my opinion. And my opinion is all according to the words that were said. And the words said by these parents, it just is almost so obvious that it's slapping us in the face. I do not think Dawn took off. She was at Fort Patrick Henry Dam. Oh, Mimi. I didn't, I tried to watch it, go back and watch it, but it wasn't. We had bad thunderstorms and it knocked everything out around here. So I didn't get to watch it. I will go back and watch it for sure. Exactly, Anna D. Why did he go to that shed? He didn't go up on top of that hill. He went straight to the shed when he got there. I do think there is others involved that made that happen, made Summer come down. And I think it's because of their involvement as well. I think she was persuaded to come down the hill. Come on. Somebody she knew, somebody she trusted. And I believe she was taken away. But I think the day before, Don knew it was fixing to happen. And he knew there was nothing he could do about it. That's my opinion. And those come from his words. Those come from people who were eyewitnesses. Why would he be so upset the day before? And, whether we believe Dudley or not, Dudley did say Don looked like he lost his best friend on Monday. But we know there's video evidence of Summer on Tuesday morning and throughout the day while they were running around. It was after they got home that the perfect storm happened, according to the neighbor. Is Melissa okay? Everything okay? What happened? I was not paying attention, guys. I'm sorry. I hope everything's okay, Melissa. I hope. Let's see. I hope everything's okay. I'm not seeing anything. I don't know. Oh, okay. You're here. Okay. I was worried. I was like, what happened? Oh, no. Miss Daisy, I just think that guy is weird. First and foremost, he played his flute. He's a weirdo. We've listened to his videos. Yeah, strange. Strange. But I just don't understand how a parent could not take the time to sit down and look at those videos. And I understand that a parent's going to know pretty much right away because we've all just sat here and had the conversation that the pictures, there's some resemblance there. There are some of the little resemblances that are there. It's been 3 years. If Dawn was not involved and Dawn didn't know where she went or what happened to her, how would he know that she wouldn't look like that right now? That's my question. 3 years for a kid makes a big difference. And no, Dawn, kids at 5 years old, they don't all look alike. They just don't. And guys, I'm going to put this picture back up while I explain these words. Let me get to that picture. Okay. If you look at this middle picture, head tilted on both of them. Hang on just a second, okay?
Dinner time.
Oh, okay.
And Dad shooted, I think, 3 hogs.
We got
one, and it's a baby girl, and her name is Pop Rocks.
You named the hog you shot?
Yeah. Dad shot it. And then we saw a buck. We also saw a buck.
Okay.
And I named it Tom.
You named the buck Tom. Did you shoot the buck?
No.
We
saw him.
You just saw him. So you named him Tom.
Yes.
And Pop Rocks is the name of the hog.
The baby
that was shot.
Girl. Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll be down in a minute.
We're having the potatoes, the rice, and the
okay.
And the cooked. Oh, the cooked.
Yum. Okay.
Carrots.
Okay, I'll be right there in a little bit. Thank you. Did y'all hear that conversation? She went hunting with her daddy tonight, and they shot a hog. It wasn't a big hog. It was a smaller one, but she named it Pop Rocks. And they did see a buck. It was pretty far off, but she named him Tom. I love that kid. Okay, now back to our conversation. Sorry about that, guys. This middle picture, both of these kids' heads are cocked a little sideways. I want you to look at the nose area and imagine that bow is not on Summer's head at the top. That's a good forehead distance. You can see on the other pictures. That child has a large forehead on the bottom as well. Look at the eyes. It seems the eye to the right is larger, more wide open. Same thing with Summers. You look at the chin area, the pointed chin, the slim face. That picture of Summer with that bow in her hair was taken not long before she was taken. The small stature is there. She wasn't as large as Dawn wanted to make her out to be. And the hair coloring would be very similar to me. And you look at that picture to the left in the yellow sweatshirt. She looks more filled out. You look at the one in the middle, the other one to the right. Seems to be that she's a little smaller in stature because I don't think she was getting nourishment that she needed. And that's my opinion. But there is enough similarity there that you would want to check into it. You would want to look at it. As a parent, even if your first gut instinct is no, not her, not her, you would want it to be her. You would want that possibility to be there enough that you dig into it, you look at it, you don't just say, well, look at those people. They got gone as soon as they knew. This child may or may not be Summer. And that's something we can't say. We don't know. But as a parent, to brush it off that quick. And if you noticed, he talked about it a little bit at first. We've had so many disappointments. Okay. But one day you might not have a disappointment. So you take those disappointments where you can, just to know that you 100% know this is not your child. They just looked at it for just a minute, just a few. And that was enough. That was enough. They weren't concerned. They got gone. The group of them got gone. And that's their reaction. That is how they put it out. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. And I'm so frustrated because here we sit talking about their child, talking about everything that we know of, everything that comes up, any possibilities we're going to go over. We're putting and investing more time into their child. And yet it's Biden's fault that they don't have their 4 children. Well, Biden wasn't in power when they lost their other children prior to that. They weren't even together. So what was the excuse then? And I don't know if these parents had anything to do with their child missing or not. But when you hear this recording of this dad brushing it off because they've had so many disappointments. So, because you've had disappointments, you're just going to give up on your daughter? Does that make sense? Is that normal? I don't get it. I understand that it's hard, but living without your child for the rest of your life is hard too. And to me, that's way worse than trying and looking and digging into finding that child. If it's not Summer, then help another child. I am so flustered. Hey, Catherine, thanks for coming in. We appreciate you being here. You are always welcome here. Hey, Lisa. Ginger Girl. Gosh, I missed a bunch of y'all. Sorry. When I get on a tangent, I get focused. So I apologize if I haven't said hello to you as y'all came in, but I appreciate y'all so much for being here. And yeah, YouTuber, it's the same thing. Yeah, same thing. Hey, Rockin' Rhonda, thanks for being here. Yeah, CP said the same thing. It's not him about the photo with the boy in North Carolina. I will say this. I honestly thought that was him. That boy in North Carolina looked a lot like him. A lot. But this picture with this little girl, there are similarities. And for me, that would be enough. That would be enough for me to want to dig in and find where this girl is at right now and help her. Whether it was my daughter or not, I would want to help this child. If the father is so adamant that there's trafficking going on, then help this child that looks similar to your child. I don't get it. Sorry, I get this little scratchy, tickly throats. But I wanted you guys to hear that and make sure that y'all heard it because those were Dawn's words. Dawn's words. Yeah. You know, where is this girl right now, Meow? We don't know because the person who is supposedly her mother and the mother's boyfriend and the little girl left. Hi, wait, what? How are you? Thanks for being here. But oh, isn't that something, James? These people, these parents, they want us to think that these kids do just vanish. They're just gone. Poof. Nobody saw them. No kid on camera. Nothing. They just vanish. But kids don't just vanish. People don't vanish. God has not come down and taken his people back up. And he doesn't just pick one at a time to do that. It's not happening. Someone has done something and took these children away. There is no way they just disappeared. They were both barefooted. How long is a child going to last out in the elements barefooted? How come there's no trace of them right now? How come they're not being found if they met their demise in the elements? Brown-eyed girl, thank you so much. I love you. Thank you. If you were gifted a membership, please tell Brown-eyed girl thank you. Yes, Darlene. Hi. It is so sad. It is all so sad. My heart hurts for these kids. And that's it. Wanda, when parents don't look for their kids, they're guilty in our eyes. That's it. And yeah, in our opinions, and it's just crazy. Everybody has opinions, and that's what we're saying. It's crazy we have to keep saying in our opinion. That's all we have is our opinions. It's all our opinions because there are no facts. The fact is these kids are gone. There's a fact of people have looked and they're not found. I just don't understand why someone can't say enough is enough. I love this child enough. I respect this child for what they've been through. It's time they come home. Here's what I know. Because I'm telling you, whether it is Summer's case or it is Sebastian's case, either way, these children deserve to come home. They deserve to be found. They deserve enough respect that someone needs to say something. Hold on, I got to wipe my nose. I'll be right back. Hang tight, guys. Oh, goodness. This is crazy. Sorry. I'm going to turn my screen off. It's like I don't have to blow it, but it gets real drippy. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hi, I'm too honest for this. Thank y'all all for being here. They do. Melissa, Summer, and Sebastian deserve so much better than they had. They really do. They really do. But they're not getting it. They're not getting it. And it's so sad because there's some people out there that are not good people. They're not good humans because they will not do what's right for these kids. They will not tell the truth. And I understand nobody wants to go to jail. Nobody wants to serve time. Nobody wants to be accused in a court of law and get a sentence. But you know what? These two children have been sentenced and they didn't get a say so in the matter either. And it's not right. They're innocent children, but yet they can't be found. Everyone's on Seth, but he's the only one looking out for his son. Sumner County is not telling the truth. The FBI needs to be the lead. From what I understand, the FBI is the lead. Everything that is being found or noticed or any type of possible leads should go to the FBI. Bypass Sumner County. That is my suggestion. Because no, I don't trust Sumner County. I don't trust them. When you have a stepfather, let's be clear here. When you have a stepfather who has friends in law enforcement, whether it's Sumner County or Tennessee Bureau of Investigations, and that stepfather is going to easily let those names of Bobby and Carter come out and be used as a threat, speaks volumes. It speaks volumes. It says, hey, let me go get my boys who are protecting me. You don't do that. Brianna's World. What did Brianna's World say? Great question. Let's see here. Where's Brianna's World? Trying to find her question, see what we could find. The detective that was over Sebastian's case retired, and I'm wondering if anyone has been assigned to his case. From what I understand, and this may or may not be correct, I don't know. I have heard that yes, his case has been assigned to an officer, but the officer is related, not related, but friends with the family. And that's why I say bypass them. Go to the FBI. Send tips to the FBI. Send tips to Dog. Those two. And I wouldn't go any lower than that because, in my opinion, and this is my words, in my opinion, Sumner County is pretty low. And I'm too honest for this. The mother and the stepfather, who the mother was last with this child, has crossed state lines several times. And that is just cause, I think. He has a sister that works there, not an investigator, not a detective, not anything like that, but his sister does work there, is what I've been told. Yes, it should. Cherie, so much of this is such a conflict of interest. Yes. Yeah. I'm honest, you're right about that. FBI is very tight-lipped. but they're not going to take a chance. Melissa works there. Yes, she works there. She works for Sumner County. Isn't that correct? And I do think Katie and Chris made personal calls the morning Sebastian was missing. I do think it was a personal cell phone call. And that is why we have no recording of it. And I don't know. And, you stop and think about Summer. As far as Summer and law enforcement goes, how many of them brought the mother a bottle of whiskey? With Summer's case, there's a picture of the officer handing Candace a bottle of whiskey. And just like in Summer's case, as is Sebastian's case, neither set of parents have been taken in and interrogated. The mothers in both of them, who were last to be with the child, have not been taken and sat down and interrogated the way they should have been. Candace, she's over here and got her bottle of whiskey. Katie, she's over here being protected by mommy socks, mommy Bauer socks. So tell me that's not corrupt. Yes, exactly. That's it, James. That morning, the three-way, if they would have called 911, there would have been a recording. But Chris called his friends on their personal cell phones, and there is no recording. Yeah, YouTuber. Their whole thought process, and this is what I've been told, their thought was, let's get Candace drinking. She'll tell us what happened. That's what I've been told. And I've been told it wasn't just the one officer that someone happened to get a picture. It wasn't just him. And it was shortly after that that TBI took over. Hawkins County pretended as if they were the lead, but after 2 weeks of Summer being missing, TBI was the lead. But nothing's happening. Exactly. No, it's crazy. It doesn't make sense. And guys, I'm telling you, I live in Texas. And if they think that you know something and you're not telling, you're not leaving that room. They will interrogate you until you break. They don't play. They're not going to let you just go home and live your life and go on vacations to other states. Oh, I do not trust TBI. I do not, James. No. Oh, yeah, you live in Texas. You know how it is here. They're serious. The woman that, she was missing had children. They questioned her husband. They let him go. They followed him to see if he would go where she was. He didn't. He went home. So they picked him up. No body. They don't have a body. They don't have a lot of proof. Meow. Shush. My best friend lives in Abilene. I go there all the time. Or I used to when I had some money for gas. But yeah, meow, how cool. Wait, Cherise, you live in Abilene? Oh my gosh. We're gonna have to have a lunch date when I go down there, go over there, all the way over there, across the state. Yes, TBI looks ridiculous. I agree. Hmm. Andrea Yates was in Texas, and when I went to the lake this last time, I passed by the Rusk State Hospital, and that's where Andrea Yates was at. Leatherface is still there, part of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh, okay. Gotcha. But yeah, I almost did a video on that place there. Um, Rhonda, when they had Don Wells locked up, I do know that Hawkins County didn't want TBI to get involved at the beginning of Summer's case. Fred, do you think it's because they wanted control and let it just brush away? And hi, Fred, by the way. Hi, my friend. See, I don't, and this is what I was told. Like I said, Susan Smith, she was another bad person. Wait, what? Is it Fred's birthday? Frederick, is it your birthday? Happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday. So, see, Hawkins County didn't want TBI involved. Ah, see, that's what I think. Fred just confirmed it. Hawkins County is some dirty shit. Yeah, they didn't want it. They didn't want outside involvement. They wanted to do their things their way, probably the way that it's been done forever. Ron, Rock and Rhonda said, as long as I can remember, I've wanted to move to Tennessee. Not so much anymore. you know, I think Tennessee is a beautiful place. I've always been fascinated with people that can live in the holler and have a simple life and all that. Um, yes, Fred, I agree with that. This, to me, this is the most truest statement in Summer's whole case in anything concerning Hawkins County. Oh, wait, it didn't go across. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Come on, show up. There it is. Yep, they wanted to control the case from the get go. That's it. I agree with that. Hawkins County wanted control. Any sheriff that's going to come out and tell us straight up that, you know, Hawkins County, that Beach Creek doesn't have a drug problem. There's not a problem out there. What? You know, hey, Susie, thanks for coming in. We're glad you're here. I think it's sad because Summer is the one that's getting lost in this. It doesn't matter to me how dirty and crooked Hawkins County is. Doesn't affect my life. Doesn't affect my life how dirty and crooked Tennessee Bureau of Investigation is. It's not going to affect my life. But guys, it does affect Summers. Yeah, every hauler in Hawkins County has a drug problem. And we have found that out to be true. Drugs are pretty dominant, you know. Moonshiners, they started way back when. And they moved, ran their moonshine from out in the hollers in the backwoods up in the mountains and all that stuff because it was easy to conceal. And because of that, it kind of escalated, moved into the drugs, whatever the drug of the day was. But Summer's the one that's losing. Summer's the one that's paying the price because, Ronnie Lawson doesn't want those ghosts to come out. Oh, see, they got the payoffs and stuff from the drug dealers. That makes sense. It seems like that would be very obvious. They're not clean. Not when you have officers that have been put away for pornography of children. Not when you have the sheriff's son that gets put away for having his way with 2 young girls. And he only gets 20 years with 19 reduced. That doesn't happen. It doesn't just happen like that. But everything's done on the good old boy system back in that area, I think. A lot of it is. And I believe a lot of it is covered up. A lot of it is done according to who's connected to it. And Summer's case was just going to be, had we all not, I believe this with my whole entire heart, guys, if we on YouTube had not got involved with Summer's case, she would stay missing forever. Her name would have already been forgotten. It would have just been brushed away. But because we're still here 3 years later talking about it, that little girl gets to continue to live on. Her name continues to be a thorn in their side. And I'm proud of that. Hey, Nana. Thanks for being here. Love you so big. But I'm proud to be a thorn in sides, Because if I'm a thorn in somebody's side for talking about a missing child, then they deserve the thorn. That's the way I look at it. Same thing. Hey, Lolo, thanks for being here. Same thing with Sebastian's case. I'll be a thorn in somebody's side. I don't care. But that just tells me that you're a little bit guilty in this. If you want it to be brushed away so easily. And I'm telling you guys, same thing with Summer's case. When it comes to Sebastian's case, had we here on YouTube not started getting involved with it at all, Mommy Bowerstocks would have paid everybody off and it would have been hush hush and quiet by now. Seth would have been out there hanging by himself, mourning his child that he didn't know where he went to. But we're here. We're here talking about it. Everybody that's here, everybody that's on other channels that talk about Sebastian, we're here. And it pisses them off because we're not stopping. Yeah, Lolo. So we're not going to stop, guys. These two children, they deserve to have an army on their side. They deserve to be found. And because of the law enforcement on both of these child's cases that allowed the crap to continue to be pushed away and hidden because they didn't want their involvement to be known. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's sad. Look here. Fred says several dealers in the past has given Hawkins County, LE, Fire Department, and Rescue Squad $10,000 each to do what they was doing. And guys, I have a feeling it's happening in places that we don't even know about. None of us would have known anything about Hawkins County. We would have never known about Ronnie Lawson and his son and what happened there. People that live around there are too scared to talk about it. They're afraid they're going to get in trouble or get hurt or something like that. The same thing with the Bower Sox. They're all afraid of them. They have to live there. But folks, I'm not scared. I don't care. They can talk about me or say what they want to or sabotage me, whatever they want to do. As long as it brings attention to these kids' case, whatever. I don't care. I just want these kids found. They deserve it. And there's people out there that know exactly where these children are, and they're not saying a word. They're keeping it all hush and quiet. They're either afraid, they're either worried about themselves, or they don't want to be a snitch. But is it a snitch to tell where a child is and what happened to a child? Is that a snitch? Or is that doing the right thing? Talking about a drug deal or moonshine running or something, embezzlement with money, that's being a snitch. Telling what happened to a child, that's being a hero. There's a big difference. Yes, Fred has said this 100 times, y'all. By him speaking out, it puts a target on him. He said, but I don't give a F anymore. Summer needs to be found. People need to get a backbone. People need to start talking. I'm tired of people. Yeah. Telling where a child is not snitching. It's nowhere close. It's sad. I don't know how people live with themselves knowing what happened to this child and not saying a word. How do you lay your heads down at night? How do you go to sleep? Oh, yeah, Fred. That's right, Cherise. If something was to happen to Fred Hill, there's just more chaos that's coming. It will not go unnoticed. It will not. It's sad when people want to sit here on their YouTube channel and talk about, did you hear what this person did? Well, this happened 2 years ago, but let me show you. Let me show you what happened. We've had to listen for weeks now about a cat that was not harmed. But it became a whole issue. Well, what about the issue of a missing child? Let's talk about that issue. Let's talk about the issue of people trying to hide it and sweep it under the rugs. Let's talk about those issues. Let's talk about the issue of parents who hold the key to that moment those kids came up missing, but are not saying a word. Let's talk about those issues, because those are the important issues. Was Candace home or was she not home when Summer went missing? Because I hear she was at a store, a convenience store, around the time Summer went missing. And when she came back home, Summer was already gone. So is that the case? It hadn't been confirmed. She hasn't told us that. She just walked over to her mama's, fixed her knee brace, came back, and her daughter was gone. Then we heard she ate a bowl of cereal. We've heard she did some dishes. So tell us the truth. What happened when your child went missing? We all know Katie. She was on the phone for 3 hours, but she fell asleep at 10:30. But she heard a thud, and she was studying for her college. All in that time frame. All of that happened, right? Is that what we're supposed to believe? All of those stories have came out. But what really happened, Katie? Because we got details leading up to that moment that you and him came home from eating at Texas Roadhouse. Then it's very few details. But we got all the detail. We know what kind of popcorn you ate. We know that Sebastian loved the samples at the store. But did he take a shower that night? Did he even take his medicines before he went to bed? Because you didn't tell us details of the most important part of the timeline. Neither one of these mothers, neither one of them can tell us any detail about the most important part of the whole entire story. So where are they? Where are these children? Where is Summer? What happened to her? Where is she? She didn't disappear. She didn't vanish. Is she alive? Is she no longer alive? Is she being done horrible things to? Or is she not? Her father seems to talk as if he's seen her. We heard that with his own words. Her hair's growing out. It's almost as long as Candace's now. She's grown so much that you wouldn't even recognize her. Really? Those were his words. And now here's a little girl that's out there that you just almost wouldn't recognize this summer, but it didn't seem to be important enough to him to look real close at this child. Did not seem to be important enough that he could even take it serious and talk about it. So if it was the St. Clair's market, it would take her 2 hours round trip. Wow. Is that the one with the bus stop at St. Clair's, Fred? I've heard it's the one with the bus stop to it. Mm. You know, it's so sad that people can have such a division on their thoughts. No, it's not. Okay. Fred is no longer in Hawkins County. No. Fred is out of Hawkins County. Yay. Because I don't trust those people there. But Hawkins County will always be a part of who Fred is. He was born and raised there. But he knows it. He knows the county. He knows things. He saw things. People want to talk bad about Fred. They want to turn Fred into some monster, and he's done this and that. And yeah, with the broken bathroom, that's what I've heard too. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, no, you're fine, Melissa. But people try to turn Fred into a horrible person. But my thing is, out of all the people that lived anywhere close around there, Fred's the one that's trying the most. He's not out there trying to defend himself. He's out there saying, look, this is what I know. This is what's happening. This is what happened. And I believe Fred. I do. Yes, he has stepped up. And I'm very proud of Fred. Fred has cleaned up, gotten that life behind him of drugs. And that is a huge thing. Yeah. Fred knows a lot. Guys, he does. People don't like that he knows. And so the story gets twisted and turned around on Fred. Put it this way, 18 months clean. You go, Fred. Woo woo. Anybody who can get clean and live a life without drugs in it, to me, that's a hero. That is a hero. Because that is a strong thing to overcome. It has strong hold on you. But I am very proud of Fred. Yes. Yep, he's doing really well. Very proud of him. But we have people that live around this little girl that want to tell stories that either make a person look bad and then turn around and defend that person, or come up with stories about someone else that lives in the area, all at different times throughout the whole 3 years. Stories keep coming up. People keep, oh, I remember this time. Oh, let me tell you about this. But the thing is, what people have done in the past doesn't mean anything unless it's connected to Summer's case. Because I'm here to tell you, every single one of us sitting here listening right now would not want people to go back on your past. You've probably made some decisions that are stupid. I agree with you, Fred, 100%. The neighbor, the mayor, the one and only Jody Sue Brown needs to come clean and tell the truth of what she really knows. Anyone, sorry, I forgot to mute my phone. Anyone who can protect someone that they just ripped up to pieces is either psychotic or you want to try to control that person and protect them because there's a common denominator. Hi, Halfful. Yes. Fine, Summer. We just want her found. That's the end of it. And there's people that know. That area is so connected that people know things about each other. They might not know the person very well, but they, that's anywhere. And I'm not just talking about, Beach Creek or Ben Holler. Oh, Fred. Okay, everybody, y'all, back Fred up. We got to be ready to back him up. JSB and Andy, I will be turning up the heat. I hope you can handle it. Hope y'all are ready. Andy made a comment about, is that what Fred told you? I had my decision on how things played out that involved him and his son a long time before I ever heard Fred say anything. Had nothing to do with Fred. Fred didn't convince me of what my thoughts and opinions were. I listened. I took notes from day one. I'm a big girl. I can make my own opinion. But I'm only going to give an opinion that fits the scenario. I can give you other things that don't quite fit, but might possibly. And we have talked in that sense. But when it came to the neighbors, it was too easy to put those pieces together. But do I think that they harmed Summer fatally? No. Mm-mm. And nobody has said that Andy killed Summer. Nobody said that. So, yeah, we just want this baby found. And I'm here to tell you, anybody in that area wants to go away, we'll go away. Just tell us what Summer. Tell her she is. That's it. We don't care what you've done in your life and what you're doing right now. None of that is important to us. We just want to know what happened to that baby. And once y'all tell us, we will go on. We will go away. But not until we have Summer. Not until we know where that child is and what happened to her. We will leave you alone after that. 100% guarantee. That's how you make it stop. Somebody say it. Somebody say it. That's simple. It's easy. Yeah, several of the neighbors hold a tight bond, don't they? Who's holding tight to Summer, though? That baby needs justice. She needs to be found. She needs the truth told about her. Her story is not finished. Her story needs to be told. And we will not stop until we tell it. We are Summer's army. We support those who want to help find Summer. We don't care about anybody's past and what they've done if it has nothing to do with this child. People make mistakes in life. We all have made them. But right now, the mistakes you've made in your past, that's your doings. Has nothing to do with us. We don't care about that. All we care about is where Summer is. That's all. We don't care about who you slept with when you were a teenager. We don't care about that. We don't care who you ripped off or stole something from when you were a young adult. So be it. That's your business. Fred said, when it's all said and done, Summer still won't get the justice she deserves. Bless her little heart. It's a sad situation, guys. But maybe if we can just find her. But guys, we have to think super serious about what happens if we find her and she's no longer with us. That's going to break our heart. Lolo says, there's a story that sticks out to me. I only heard it once. I don't remember who told it. Someone was coming for Summer, and the Ellie youngest boy, they took off running. Has anyone heard of this? I haven't, Lolo. I haven't. But you know, if Summer's not with us anymore, it's going to break our hearts. But at least we will know. At least we'll know. If she's found and has been trafficked and has been used. And y'all know what I mean by saying used. Her body being used. And she's going to need a lot of help. We have to prepare ourselves for that because in that area it is so dominant. So we mentally and very much mentally need to prepare ourselves for what could be. I just want this baby found either way, no matter what it is. If she is alive and in a bad place, I want her free from that. I want her free from it. I want her to be able to have a life that is hope for a good future. I hope and pray that she would be able to get supposed to been 2 children. You know, we remember the neighbor that said, "Did you take the wrong one? Did you go up the wrong driveway?" Makes you wonder. Makes you wonder. But guys, we have to be prepared. We have to be prepared. And there are people in this case with some, when it comes to Summer, that they feel and believe that they know that they are the ones that have the true, correct versions of what's happened and how it's happened and who's been involved and who's not been involved. And, you know, they're the ones that feel a sense of we're the only ones that have answers. But the thing is, there's no answers. Summer's gone. No, I didn't, Rita. I haven't been on watching very much lately. So I'll have to look into that, I guess. So, guys, there's so many scenarios that could fit Summer's case. There's tons of them. We've talked about a lot of them. Is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. Everything's possible in this case because you pick any person out there and you can create a scenario that would fit. But there's one truth. Oh, Lolo, yes, definitely. Millie or one of the mods, can y'all put out my email address so Lolo can get it? Yeah, anybody ever at any time wants to email me, feel free to email me. Definitely. There you go, Lolo. Thank you. Probable versus possible. But there's only one truth, guys. That baby's missing. That baby's missing. That's the truth that we have. That's the truth we know. Unless law enforcement has more, we don't know. And it's sad. So my question, why was Don trying to pick up the little girl from Mountain View? You know, and that was after Summer went missing. Wasn't it, Fred? Dawn tries to pick up a little girl. Is that just some people do out there? Thank you, Rockin' Rhonda. If y'all don't know, my last name is Christmas. So to replace Summer, yeah. Mimi Jean. Well, I mean, after Summer went missing, yeah. And then it's like he's gonna pretend like, oh, hey, I was just trying to get your kid away so nobody took her. What? It's sad. Yes, YouTube is messing up again. It's driving me insane. Insane. Really, I'm too honest. There's not too many of them out there. We possibly might be related. Yeah, I think Ronnie Lawson knows a whole lot more than he's letting on. I think a lot of people do. I think a lot of people in that area know, but no one has the balls to stand up and tell the truth. They want to be like the neighbor, create these little word salad scenarios and put out things. And when it gets to some details, it's yada, yada, da, 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 so on, so on. Blah, 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 blah. Just tell the daggum truth. Yes. Don started that since they tried to blame him for the many children will start going missing. Yeah, it's crazy. I just think there's a lot, a lot. And Don keeps referring back to it. We heard him say that. This is bigger than, we really thought at first. No, he probably knew exactly what it was. He probably knew exactly how big it was. It's sad. Yes, he has a problem for sure, Lolo. He does. Yeah. There's so many things. With Summer's case, it's not right. It is so frustrating. And after a while, you just want to quit talking about it because everybody, they feel like they know. They feel like they know what's going on, what's happened. Everybody has their opinions. And yet you have this little girl that's still missing. I'm on her side. I am on her side for sure, 100%, without a doubt. I don't give a damn about the neighbors. I don't give a crap whether the parents were there, had part of it, or didn't. I want this little girl found. I'm on her side. Law enforcement, I don't give a crap about them. None of them have made any efforts to be a bridge to build together to get to Summer. No, they're the ones that keep tearing it down. I don't give a crap about them. If I hurt their feelings, I'm sorry. I'm not doing anything intentional. I'm talking about what we know, the things that we've heard, the things that we've been told. And I let you know when I say I've been told this, I don't know if it's true or not. When I say this is what I've heard, doesn't mean it's fact. It's just, hey, this is what I've been told. I heard someone say this. That's it. The only fact is Summer's missing. She's missing. That runaway horse. I couldn't get that out of my mind for a long time, y'all. I always wished, and I did hear that they dug up the horse to make sure that was a horse under there. They saw the horse. I wish they would have looked under the horse. Because if at any time that child was carried at any distance on the back of a horse, her scent would have been there. I just wish they would have checked a little further to rule that out, but that's just an opinion. I just, at the end of the day, don't understand why people can allow others to be so inferior over them that they can't tell the truth about a child. Yeah, Fred. See, Fred thought at first it was an accident cover up, but he doesn't think that anymore. Yeah, yeah. I thought the same thing, I'm too honest. I always wondered if the horse running. Yeah, Southpaw. They're cowards. If you can't stand up for a child, you're a coward. Because those children can't stand up for themselves. That's been taken away from them. Yeah. It's a sad situation. And it's frustrating and it gets so aggravating and I get so frustrated with it that I just have to make myself back away because I get so deeply affected. You can be in too deep with your emotions and your thought process. But I can't never seem to shake some of it. And I can let a lot of it go to the wayside, but there's some of it that I just can't. It makes too much sense in my mind that this is how it played out. And it's sad when there was a possible sighting of a little girl that did have features. And in Dawn's own words said you wouldn't recognize her. She's changed so much. Well, this little girl, we had to look close to see those features, but some of them are there. But it wasn't her. He'd blow it off. He'd rather talk about since Biden came into office, he lost all of his children. Well, that ain't Biden's fault. That's your stupid fault. That's your bad choices that you've made. So I wonder, is one of your bad choices during Biden's administration have to do with where Summer's gone to or what happened to her? I can't help but wonder that. And it's sickening to think about. But it is very possible. Very possible. Yeah. Like I said earlier, who's he blaming when he lost his other children? Who's Candace blame when she lost her other children? It's a sad thing when a parent has that many children, gives birth to that many kids, and has none to show. My heart hurts for them. That is a sad thing to have to live with. Yeah, we understand, Fred. And Let's see. Hang on. Let's go up here. Nope. Hang on. Everybody keeps putting one on there. Here it is. With all that I have helped with the case, it's hard to figure out how much to put out on YouTube so it won't hurt the case. Fred, you just do what you need to do. You need to stay quiet about something, then you stay quiet. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I trust you. You put it out. If you think you need to put it out, as long as the right authorities know, that's all that matters. Yeah, Don is so afraid of going to prison that he's not going to tell the truth. Yeah. That's too funny. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Well, guys, we have been on here over little over 2 hours. And I just want to thank you all for being here. I want to tell you how much you're appreciated. On your way out, if you don't mind, hit the thumbs up. I do appreciate y'all doing that. Fred, thank you for chatting with us tonight and giving some input. We appreciate you, and happy birthday to you. And everybody, my mods, they're amazing. I can't thank them enough. Thank you to every one of you who's gifted members tonight. Yay. That is great. We thank you for that. Thank you to our Taylor. He did a $5 super chat. We appreciate you. Good night. Good night, Fred. Good night, everybody. I'm glad that y'all came back tonight and we got to talk about this. Again, I'm sorry I fell asleep last night and didn't get to do this last night, but thank you for being here. Thank you for helping my channel. Once again, thank you to all the veterans. You are all so appreciated. And without you guys, we would not have the freedom to be here on YouTube and have our conversations about our opinions. So thank you to everyone. We'll be back again tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to talk about Sebastian and get caught up on things with his case. And love you. Love you, Brown girl. And y'all stay careful out on those streets. Don't let anybody run you over. It gets kind of crazy out there. But just know that you are loved, you are appreciated. And I am ever so grateful to each and every one of you, because without you, my channel would be nothing. So thank you. Love and hugs, everybody. Bye.